ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Nick Chubb. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time for Cleveland. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A give running right is Chubb. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Mayfield off the play fake. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Off the option, here's Taylor. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor gets around him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Always got some breathing room, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
7 yards to pick up there. Now a give to Taylor. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Forced out to, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
But it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call, running left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield on play action. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll try the left side. Haywood. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and 10 at the 11. Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated.
Hurts fumbles it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Throwing is Hurts. Catch is made by Metcalf. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Browns will take over first and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Taylor's got the first down and more. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back to Taylor on first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Here's Hurts to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Ravens get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
14, Ravens 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. On 1st down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Play fake. Mayfield. going up top. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action. Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. That's caught. Touchdown. David Njoku in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Mayfield this time gets it off to Chubb. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And again, it's Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield now. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And his kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On second down, it's Taylor. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Brownsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Second down, here's Chubb again. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
26, 33. Switch.
Mayfield off the play fake. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
After the sack on first down, Hurts, open man, Hamler, that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action with Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Browns defense has a touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score
started here for a little bit. He scored 2 touchdowns.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. McCaffrey on the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
Come on in for about a play or 2 for him down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35.
And that's what he do.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And Charles, with that completion,
chill,
that puts him over
that,
3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Adams. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Easy making Adams in the game,
touchdown,
man.
Baltimore. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Start, man.
And they use that height on the outside.
We gonna be ready in the playoffs.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
That's easy with him in the game, man. I'm going to take him back out. I'm going to take him back out.
That makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play
Nobody
ready.
seeing us.
Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Put Hurts back in the game. Got us a little touch.
Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remain for 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Mayfield on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man, complete. That's Ellis. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. This is the tight end, Njoku. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Passes off of my best defender right underneath.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Wide open, no matter what you did.
And that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. McCaffrey on the return. And he returns this to the 22.
Bring my boy back in. One more, man. That thing is big when he throw that thing.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet, see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Adams. He goes right back to Metcalf. This time complete.
Oh, that was a dot.
And his guys
That
will
was
take
throwing that rock
at
down.
the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind
Nah,
of
that boy can
mistakes.
throw.
But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them.
That's why I got to rest. That's why I'm resting him.
An afternoon to forget, absolutely.
He got hurt one game. I said, oh, nah, he won't get hurt again. That's all right.
Mayfield now after the
Yeah,
fumble recovery. Going for the deep
They don't
ball.
like duty.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Browns are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell
Yeah,
by
right
one
now, I
more.
got to take the quarterback back out. So he get
Out
hit
is the
like that.
kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. McCaffrey on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Back in the game hurts.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Throwing is Hurts. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Following the interception, Mayfield.
That's big.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. There he goes, right side. The 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And this is caught.
I know I was in trouble. What? I must have glitched out, dog.
Schwartz, 42 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above.
He wasn't even over there. What happened to my boy?
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. McCaffrey on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Adams. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Tucker now for the extra point. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Miles Boykin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are pouring it on. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. McCaffrey on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. This is Reese on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.